Yeah. Hey there, guys. It is officially the day after the eclipse. I know it's been a while since I've been on this trail doing a vlog like this and walking on the trail. It is 10 degrees outside right now. Maybe it's a little higher. Currently wearing my glasses right now, my sunglasses. It is warm and it is sunny. And it is a much better day compared to over the weekend where we had a lot of rain for like 4 days straight, hadn't stopped. Dealing with snow is one thing, and don't get me wrong, I love the snow, but to have to put up with the rain on top of the snow and all that crap, it gets a little messy and it gets depressing. But today is a relatively good day. Yesterday was a good day, especially with the eclipse that we just saw like last night. It started around 3:30 and it ended at around 5 o'clock. Maybe a little bit earlier than that, I'm not sure. I was able to capture the eclipse on all three cameras. I used my GoPro, my Fujifilm camera, and I've been using my cell phone, much like what I'm using right now. And I was able to get some good clips of the eclipse. I used the Eclipse glasses film to cover the lens on my iPhone. That didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, obviously, but at least I got something out of it. I did capture some darkness and even a little black spot in the center of my of the sun with my GoPro, and even with my Fujifilm camera. But I managed to get like a whole bunch of pictures of the eclipse. I didn't get it when it was partially covering the sun, unfortunately, but I was able to get a few pictures of when it was fully covered. It was a total eclipse, let me tell you. And kind of reminds me of a song that I heard, believed to be from Radiorama, Total Eclipse of the Heart. There was like, I think a remixed version, and I think somebody else did a cover track of that at one point as well. I'm not exactly sure who did the original version of the song, but I kind of wished I had played that, but then I get struck with copyright and we don't want that. But today is going to be a normal day. A very normal day. It's going to be a rather balmy one at that, regardless. And things are slowly getting back to normal. People are still talking about the eclipse even now, and it'll probably continue for the next few days, and then it'll become yesterday's news, and everybody's going to go back to doing what they usually do. Either go to work, earn a decent living, go for normal walks, much like what I'm doing right now, or just moving on and focusing on other things in general. But that's basically it. If you guys are wondering what my personal experience of it was, before, during, and after, I had actually busted my ass yesterday morning, the night before, yesterday early afternoon, and leading up to when it was starting to happen. I had charged up all my batteries, had to go and buy new batteries for my Fujifilm camera, and I also had to make sure that my iPhone was fully charged, although it never was, because someone decided to text me just when I was getting ready, and that kind of ate away at the battery. When the eclipse actually did happen, I immediately put on my goggles or my eclipse glasses, and I looked up, and sure enough, it actually started. Took out my iPhone with the eclipse glass lens over it. Tried to get as good of a shot as I possibly could, but we all know phones, they're not reliable. And I did try to use my Fujifilm, but it didn't capture the eclipse as it was happening. And of course, my GoPro, being the only really good camera, doesn't have zoom, wasn't that reliable either. I mean, yeah, it does bite not to have anything that was reliable. But I was able to capture what I could, and you will see in the video. Of course, my Fujifilm and my GoPro both captured how dark it really got really, really fast. It took like, I want to say 30 seconds tops, which was quite surprising. And I was able to capture that. And like, as mentioned, I did capture the eclipse when it was totally covering the sun. And like I said, I took 3. You will see that in my new video that I'm working on right now. The experience was actually exciting. It was almost like Christmas all over again. In this case, it'd be Christmas in April 8th, 2024 to be precise. The temperature, as the sky got darker, the lights came on, the street lights came on, the temperature dropped rapidly for like a good couple of minutes, I would say. And according to astronomers, the total eclipse lasted for upwards of about 3 minutes. Maybe less, maybe more. So I took whatever pictures I could, and I have absolutely no regrets. Would I go back in time and do them again? Absolutely. I most certainly will. Because I got to tell you, the experience, it was like Christmas, like I said, pretty much. What happened after the eclipse was, I was still happy, but hold on. The battery on my phone, my iPhone that I'm using right now, had drained to about 40%. That is the lowest the battery had gone in a very short amount of time. And when I got home to charge up my phone and get as much of the videos that I had already captured onto the computer so that I could work on some video clips, I had a nasty headache, and I was completely drained, like so drained like you would not believe. And I thought to myself, yeah, I'm gonna have a fun night's sleep tonight. Reason being, I think it's the fresh air, because I had been out of my home for, I want to say, a good couple hours straight, getting back and forth to my home and then finding a spot and then breathing in all that fresh air, dealing with the wind. Not only the wind, but dealing with a mixture of heat and cold all in one sitting. Like, I felt hot, but I felt cold at the same time. And that's not the kind of feeling I wanted to have, but it's what I had. With regard to the rest of that day, I was so tired, I didn't really want to actually do anything at that particular point. And I said to myself, you know what? I don't want to work on the video tonight. So I shelved it, went to bed, wanted to go to bed early that night, but couldn't due to circumstances that were outside of my control. And overall, it was the last part of that night wasn't really super. I mean, it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't pleasant either, if that makes any ounce of sense. But all in all, it was a fun day nonetheless, and it was well worth it, and I would definitely do it again if given the opportunity. But today's a new day. It's a normal day. Like I mentioned, everybody's going to go back to having a normal life, going back to doing what they usually do. And as for me, I am going to continue to live my life, hopefully make more content like this in the future, and that's basically it. So I'm going to end the video here. Hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and hope you guys enjoyed that little experience that we all had yesterday, wherever you are. This is Patches84 signing off. I'm going to finish my walk, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.